It's almost like they want backlash at this point. Since the San Uzal video I made only a couple of days ago, a lot has happened, and some of which people are not too happy about. But as I've just mentioned San Uzal Mord, to add onto my last video, people who got their hands on the skin found a few things, but it only added to the fire. Firstly, from Sauron Kaiser, a very well known and respected custom skin creator, so he knows a thing or two about making skins. In this clip he compares base, San Uzal and Project Mordekaiser's animations. Quote, animations are extremely similar to base, but not exactly the same. Some are one-to-one, except for some frames, timing, or small movements. Some also seem to be not 100% finished yet. But at the bottom, Project's ones are just superior in every single sense. A skin that is just a fraction of San Uzal Mordekaiser's price. So that was just something uncovered between the Mord video and now, but onto the topic of this video. Which, if you have been enjoying the news lately, a sub goes a really long way. Thank you so much in advance. Firstly, there are some honor changes, and my god, I don't know who thought the last one was a good idea. Posted yesterday was this article on honor, talking about a soft honor reset to level 3. Except honor level now affects your in-game experience. As we can see from honor 2 and below, penalties begin to be inflicted, like losing access to all chat, champ select chat, and post-game chat. I don't actually hate these changes, honestly, but they're years overdue, and I'm pretty sure Dota has had a system like this basically forever, and it works really well. I still don't understand how it's taken us 15 seasons and we're still not on top of negativity. Next is in-game comms, which are a bit stricter. Firstly, ping usage. From Honor 1 up to 5, how many times you can ping scales. At Honor 1, you can only ping twice, but at Honor 5, you can ping up to 7 times, which is a pretty enormous difference. Depending on your honor level as well, you can spam or be gated from using emotes. And lastly, Karthus players rejoice, we can finally ping allied champions again, but only at the highest honor level. Then, as far as being recognized for your honorable gameplay, comes a few kinda whatever rewards we never really cared about, except for the honor skin. Again, you do have to be Honor 5 to unlock all of these. But at the very bottom of the article was this part, announcing that Riot was getting rid of Honor Orbs and tokens. While this isn't the biggest blow to the 99% of us that aren't Twitch or Warwick players, it's just another free thing the players were given that's being taken away. And I don't know about you guys, but I've actually been hanging onto my honor tokens for when they actually finally dropped a skin or incentive worth getting, as they said they'd be adding more to the honor shop like half a decade ago, which of course they haven't. And furthermore, there's already a huge lack of incentive for players to be well behaved, but now there's even less. Agli makes a great point here, saying there are no replacement incentives, but more added punishment if your honor is too low. They continue saying, this just tells me that Riot doesn't care about player satisfaction anymore. If it doesn't bring short-term corporate success, it isn't worth their time. So more punishment if you're negative, but no reinforcement if you're positive. In that thread was a comment from Anti-Skylar with a proposed solution. It reads, I've been saying this for years. If you want to end toxicity, check which champions in League are played by the most banned accounts. Offer skin at the end of the season for that champion. Now, we would get a lot of Draven skins, but maybe it'd help with the problem a little bit. I'm just joking. And while we're on the topic of free things that are getting taken away, has anyone seen your shop lately? The last one was on October 2nd until the 30th. And before that, it was July 24th to August 21st. And before that, it was May 8th to June 5th. The point I'm getting at here is between these three most recent shops, it was only like a month to a month and a half between them. The last one, as I just said, was in October. It is now in the later part of February, 4 months later. And to be completely honest, with all the cuts lately, I wouldn't be surprised if the shop was one of them. Riot knows, of course, a lot of the time players would wait until their shop to see if the skin they want is on sale. And in the same vein as their recent monetization strategies, this would align completely for them to remove it. As I mentioned in my video the other day about San Uzal Mord, there was a ton of negative feedback and flack for the way recent skins have been handled. And then, without missing a beat, the Grand Reckoner skins were dropped. And man, I thought the Mord skin got shit. Just wait until you see these. To fit in with this season's Noxus theme is Grand Reckoning Talon, Scion, Draven, Rel, Darius, and Alistar. The community was just confused. Like, we already have Gladiator Draven and Crimson Elite Talon. They don't even look that different. But this Alistar skin is just a literal chroma. It only took a few hours for this post about it to hit the front page of Reddit, and I didn't even realize how bad it was until I saw this comparison image. Firstly, his horns are the exact same shape, which hasn't been done on an Ali skin in ages. Secondly, his loincloth is the same shape and almost features the exact same design. His skin is obviously the same color, but even his mane has the exact same polygons. Like, for originality purposes, why didn't they just use a similar design to the Minotaur Reckoner from Legends of Runeterra? It's right in the name, and look how sick this design is. We can even see how similar this skin is to Base and compare it to his other skins that are oh so distinctively different. And honestly, Ali has a lot of really good skins. At first, I was sad about Riven being excluded from this skin lot because she's obviously Noxian, so she would have fit, but not after seeing these. And to go along with the Reckoner theme, they also dropped a new Nexus finisher, which is also copying a lot of shit, with people saying things like, oh, someone let the intern have a go at PowerPoint. Here it is on your screen, but here is another one Twitter user Run recreated. And just to add a bit of insult to injury, of course we have the next Mythic Chroma, or Mythic Skin. What are they even called these days? The Gacha Galaxy Slayer Z skin. I don't even know what it's called anymore. Actually, I'm gonna look it up. That's why I can't remember what it's called. It's called the Mythic Variant Quantum Galaxy Slayer Z skin. This has been popping up everywhere in clients. I'm even getting basically an ad for it that is breaking my post-game screen. I can't even check my stats for the game because of the skin ads that also are present when you first log into the client as well. In fact, you know what I just noticed looking this up on the League Twitter? The League account is basically just a giant ad for skins at the moment. Firstly, a cinematic showing off skins to be released. Then the Masked Justice chromas. Then the Mythic Variant Z skin. Then the Grand Reckoning skins. Then another Masked Justice skins post. Then San Uzal Mordekaiser. Even Dantes chimed in under one of the posts. Quote, I genuinely feel terrible for the social media manager that runs this account. You came in, got likes on their page for the first time in years, and made people enjoy the content that was being posted again. Only for them, a month later, to turn you into a slop skin seller. And Dantes isn't the only prominent creator voicing their dissatisfaction at Riot. Drututt, who normally posts gameplay videos, made a 36+ minute long video just kinda going off at him. Here's a clip of it.
But first of all, so what happens is Riot lays off half of their company basically overnight. Lots of talented people get fired, they don't have a job, they are on the streets begging for food, blah blah blah. And what does Riot do? They get a new CEO, this instantly drops. Huge celebration of Faker, we get this new Ari skin that not even it isn't even gacha, you just straight up have to pay $500 for it. You know, obviously for $500 for $500 no skin is worth unless you can sell it back. For example, in CS2, right? There's this game called Counter-Strike, probably heard of it. If you buy a skin for $1,000 there, you go and you buy I don't know, Karambit Fade, right? So I don't know, this is 2.7k. The thing with this item, for example, compared to this Ari item, is that I would not feel bad spending 2,700 on pixels, because anytime I can sell those pixels, and if I bought them I don't know, let's see, couple of years ago, I could have bought them for 1.1k and sold them for 2.5k, right? You pay $500, it's on your account, you cannot sell it, you cannot sell your account because it's obviously against the TOS, and besides that, nobody will pay that for the skin.
So where has all this come from? It all seems to be happening at the same time. Now, I don't want to start a witch hunt here, but a lot of the community have been pointing fingers at newly appointed Riot CEO Dylan Judea for the very money-centric decisions. Before we continue, I feel like I have to say, this is this guy's job. And while yes, if he is responsible for all this shit happening, I want it to change as a player, but we should never threaten somebody or their family over their job, or even lesser still, a video game. With that said though, since Dylan's onboarding as CEO, Waxon says we've seen 500+ Rioters laid off, the discontinuation of Riot Forge, the studio responsible for their smaller indie style games, the introduction of limited time only skins that rely on a FOMO model for sales, the end of level up capsules, Hextech chests, and Mythic Essence acquisition, the introduction of the Sanctum and Gacha skin models, the lowest skin quality we've seen in years, a heavily nerfed battle pass, worse clash events, and now the supposed removal of your shop and honor orbs and capsules. Oh, and also that ad screen for skins I touched on earlier. Yeah, that's really new. All in basically a year, and all nerfs to free things for the players we have enjoyed and loved for years. But amongst all the negativity, we do have a slight saving grace present, the Noxian version of Arena that's coming up. The footage that's about to play is all from Vanderil. I'm just going to show a little bit, but the full video will be in the description.
Rejoice in battle, reckoners! Our armies are home! Entering overtime! Team Scuttle won the round!
And the feedback has actually been really good, and it does look really good. So I guess there's a tiny bit of gold in a massive pile of shit. I love seeing new OC that looks like it was actually carefully considered and thought out from Riot. Shows they can actually make really good stuff when they try. Anyway, what are your thoughts on all this? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in another news video very, very soon. Bye!